Hey, you guys. I'm still fidgety didn't with stuff. If you see me on my other stuff, Instagrams and whatnot, you see I'm still fidgety didn't with stuff. I'm still trying to get things together. Um, but your boy is working. So give me just a minute here. I'm gonna get this thing together, okay? Cause I ain't got no transition set up or nothing. So I'm working on a bag today, and let's see, get across this off. Let's try this transition. All right, there we go. We got some transitions, guys. So what you see in the background there is this is my outside of Leatherworks Duff, not Duff, but messenger bag. This is the first one I'm making. It's made with the pop rivet snaps. They go on real quick. They're highly secure, super duper secure. There. I still got to do the edges of this one. This is a bag for a buddy of mine. That's from the great place of Puerto Rico. He's a Marine. See how I depict that? Got the riveted holds. Beautiful, beautiful, thick, wide strap with the suede interior. Once again, Puerto Rican flag on the outside. Check this cool stuff out. So you pull the pop rivets, boom, boom, right? It's open. Got suede on the interior here. I don't have a full suede interior in there because it would be pretty much a waste. But you see this little switch right here? You flip the little switch, and what you see there? Lights. I put LED light strip on the inside of there, wrapped in suede, and it faces inward so you can see what's inside the bag. You know, but yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some real quick. I don't have a lot of time today, but a real quick video on me going to do the base paint for this, and maybe tomorrow. I think tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna do the base paint on an Outsider Leatherworks small uh, transformer bag that can be a hip bag, a backpack, the whole nine. This little bag is awesome. It's got a little zipper up here, a little pocket for the flap. It's a great bag for riding. Everything is super duper secure on the inside. On the inside of this is the other strap, the actual shoulder strap. So I'm gonna finish that up as well this weekend. I got a couple other things that I'm working on. Let's see the artwork. Ooh. Let's see if we got if this shot is better. Is it better? It is actually. So show you this one. Watch this. Got it. Y'all got to hang in there with me on the transitions. I'm getting better. I'm trying to get better. Switch. All right. So what you see there is the hand tool stuff. Everything is in the raw. I don't quite know what colors I want to do with this yet. So tomorrow I'll decide what kind of beautiful colors I want to do. I think I want to do something where it kind of is glossy, a little translucent, maybe a little pearlescent for the butterfly. But on this guy, we're gonna do a quick get my tripod set up right because this is my painting tripod. I think it's pretty awesome. Had it forever. It's great for big projects like this. I got my other camera set up, but it's not running. That camera there, I gotta fidgety did with it to get it up and running better because it's actually the one that's supposed to be hooked up to my computer, but my computer's doing my restream right now. All right, we're gonna do a little dark brown. Actually, under here, you see, there's another Puerto Rican flag. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some dark brown outlines in all the highlight in all those areas, and then tomorrow we'll take it into the booth and actually spray everything that beautiful golden brown that I want it to be. This is all hand machine stitched, so I took it on the machine. These corners because I don't have a Skyvig machine to thin this leather down a little. These corners had to be hand stitched, which makes them a little bit stronger. Rivets in the stress points in the corners here that tend to get hurt. I'm going to start putting rivets down here in these corners, but not for this bag. This bag is 13 inches, 13 inches tall by about, what, 15, 16 inches wide? It is 15 inches wide by 13 inches tall. See, you said it on the ruler. I got my water here and my brush cleaner, but there's no brush cleaner in here because I don't want it to corrupt the thing, but it's great for dipping and rubbing it off. Just pulled the top off of that. I got a spare piece of leather for mixing paints. And I got a bunch of little liners, little liner brushes that I'm working with. See, really tiny. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna see which one of these here cameras looks the best. I also have my tripod over here that I'm actually going to be trying to look back and forth with and monitor the stream as well. Because, you know, you got to do everything when you got to do everything, you know? On the stream monitoring side of the game. Okay, so that would be I'm checking right now, guys. That's Facebook. That's the Facebook rec. That's the Facebook gaming. And then we go over here to home. Go to home. Checking out the regular leatherwork outside of leatherworks. Facebook outside of leatherworks, regular outside of leatherworks. Like, I guess this is supposed to be I got like 2 pages. Boom, boom, boom. I guess it ain't going on that one. That's okay. That's okay. We got two of them on Facebook, and then this one's going to be on Twitter. Should be getting live on my Twitter, but it's hard for me to see my own Twitter. That's crazy. Home. Whatever. We'll see. The next one is going to be on my. I need to have it on my WhatsApp and my LinkedIn. Is it on my LinkedIn, guys? Those who are on my LinkedIn, let's check. LinkedIn. I had it set up to where it should be streaming on LinkedIn. We never know. We're gonna check right now. View my own profile. Guess nothing's happening over there. We ain't gonna stress. It's supposed to be working, but I'm not gonna stress it too heavy. I know it's going live on Twitch, guys. Outside of Leatherworks in the shop on Twitch. Check me out. It's outside of gaming actually. It says I'm live. Just want to see what the stream look like. Yeah, that looks pretty daggone good. It looks pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's not gonna be a long live. All right. Switching back to my. If you want to talk to me on Outsider Leatherwork on the Outsider Leatherwork profile. That's why I'll be answering. That's why I'll be monitoring the chat in the Outsider Leatherworks chat. All right, let's get it back to work. So what we're gonna do here is we got dark brown. Which camera? Is it this camera? Is this camera over here? We got dark brown. Actually, we're gonna switch cameras. Switching camera. So that should be this camera back here, right? Yeah, that is. So you can see dark brown, water stain, EcoFlow. I really like the way it works. Got our little palette here. Take a little dye, and we just gonna basically be put it in the middle here. I'm trying not to get too heavy with it, and this is something that where I want to be kind of precise. It ain't got to be perfectly precise, but if I do this first, then this will stand out really, really, really boldly. I'm gonna have to jack my chair up a little bit here, guys. If you happen to see my head a little bit more, then hey, oh well. Moving this forward here. This is what I do. This is when you're doing painting. You try to keep some form of steadiness on there by supporting your hand. Yep. By supporting your weight with your hand, going down. Got a little thick in the middle, but that's okay. That is okay. This is just really straight up meant to highlight these pieces. And since it got a little thick right there, I'm gonna go ahead and make them all a little thick towards the bottom, so that you stand out a little bit more. Thin at the top, thick at the bottom. I think that'll work, right? Now let's see what y'all think. Zoom it in a little bit more. This is a blue, like a blue marker that got put on there before I even got the leather. And then there's some scars right here. It's beautiful stuff. All right, here we go. Another one. Nice and thin up top. Go and get the second one. That's the thing about leather, man. Leather is its own unique beast. But it does like drink to the dye. So the brush got a little away from me there. Not gonna stress it too much. Just lines. It'll grab the brush. It'll do all kinds of stuff. You gotta make sure I'm gonna have to switch into a smaller brush for the next one. So this is kind of my outlines. This is kind of my outlines and stuff. Like I said, it ain't got to be perfect, but I will be switching brushes because this brush is opening up on me. Mess around with this smaller brush. See if it actually does what I need it to do. Probably should put the glasses on. Daggone mistakes. Don't like that brush neither. Get a bigger brush because that'll hold more to dye a little bit longer. Because it's driving me nuts that I have to keep knocking it off. There we go. There we go. That makes more. See, that's what happens. You know, you're not the expert. You just do the best you can. That looks so much nicer. That brush is doing exactly what I needed it to do. I need to water down this dark brown again. So much, so much better, than all those other lines. But that's okay. We're gonna tighten all this stuff up a little later. I just want to make sure we get it down into these grooves. Really, got to get down into the actual cuts. Because I'm gonna do a lot of antiquing on this, a lot of transitions. There's gonna be a lot of colors, not a lot of colors, but a lot of different hues. But I just want to make sure that I get down in the very bottom of these pieces now. Make these mistakes now, because later they're gonna be extremely visible. Different hues. It's gonna be light. It's gonna be dark. It's gonna be a honey, not even a honey brown, like a solid brown. It's gonna be beautiful. The stripes are gonna be each one of the stripes is gonna be different. Not that different, but it's gonna be just like a Puerto Rican flag. It's gonna stand out really nicely. It's gonna be pretty. You gotta make certain aspects of it pretty. There we go. The voice should have did a little warm up before I did this. This what hand done means. Not perfect, but as perfect as I can get it. I'm being real careful with that star. That star, people pay lots of attention to these stars, man. Don't want to be wobbly at all. Ta-da! Nice. So that's one. We got a whole. We'll flip this over. Snap these down because they get a little kooky. Snap them down, it'd be a little wonky. That's not the final tighten down, so move that close to me. Tighten up a lot of these details in here. We're actually going to go around the outside of this. We're not going to do too much on the inside of this because this is going to get this is the only part where it's going to get a nice, where it's actually probably going to individually inside on the inside get black. Uniform is going to be black, going to be actual uniform color. I'll mask this whole thing off. So this little outside painting is highly important on this detail. What's going on, Twyla? Thank you for watching. I'm going to actually take some mask and mask this whole area off. I'm going to paint in the EGA up here because it's kind of at an angle and I don't want to mess it up real bad by trying to hammer it in. Nice. It's the first stages of this. This is what I call the first stages of finishing. Probably another 4 or 5 hours on this till I'm done. Not even gonna feel like that. This your boy Rome gonna be coming back live a lot more. See if we zoom in a little bit. That's not a good looking zoom, I tell you that. Let's see. Move it down towards what I'm doing here. There we go. Still not a good looking zoom though. Zoom it in a little bit more. Wow, that's crazy. Back it back up. There we go. This is not black. This is dark brown, and it's a very big difference when you lay it in and you lay them next to each other. They make they look completely different, especially in the daylight. So inside of this character, there's going to the uniform is going to be done in all the proper colors, all the proper way. The the skull is going to remain this leather color, but it's going to be the only thing that's going to remain this raw leather color, while everything else gets a different color. All right, let's get these lines done. You know, y'all looking at the back of my head right now, but it's kind of more important that I get these couple of lines right here really nice and really crisp. People are gonna be looking at them crazy, looking at these lines nuts. So like, oh man, that line is perfect. Excellent, excellente, excellente. Try to keep the same brush pressure from top to bottom. See, I don't stress too heavy on it, because anything you stress too heavy on, you make a real big mistake with. And I don't want to make a big mistake with this. Ta-da! More lines. I'm gonna finish. I gotta pull this down in my lap, y'all. It's a long line. Like I said, the background is gonna be pretty much monochromatic, which means there's different shades on the one color. Monochromatic. That's the word for the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Monochromatic. See, put that long line in there. Got to do another one. One more long line. And if y'all expecting to see a lot of work today, don't expect it. I'm almost done with this here stream. Up, I pulled off. See, when you pull off, if you don't pull off right, it'll go left or it'll go right. You gotta pull straight up. Eat me some. I'm gonna have to put some water in this. This stuff is starting to get sticky already. a little bit of water in this brush here. This dye is leather dye. Leather dye, unlike acrylic. Well, acrylic does get sticky, and you have to break out the thinner. But leather dye gets real sticky, and it'll just dry all up on you. All right, gotta do the V, and then we'll be close to being done. Let's back this up a little bit. See, you see, it's working. He's working. Turn it. You know what? Let's hit the star real quick. I know it's all in my lap, y'all. Move this down here. See. Switch this up real quick. You switch it up. Switch the angle up so y'all can see what's going on. There we go. Ba-da, 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 da-da. Much better, right? It's like my head is on my head. Because I know you can't always see what's going on because I actually have to pull this down in my lap so I can get it close enough to see it and also get it in a position to work with the leather. It's more important, I know y'all, I'm going to work on my camera angles and stuff and get it better. Y'all be able to see it real nice when I get nice cameras and stuff. But it's gonna have to work like this for now. Hey, what's up, love? I'm streaming. Almost done. All right. Got to do the two big V's, and then I'll be saying "c'est la vie" to you guys. Bye bye. That's the star. The star is done. We got to do the big V here. And try to really be focused on the center. Hey, what's going on? Almost done. Just got to get these last little highlights in here. Right. That's one V. One part of the V. This is a long line, dude. I should have made that line shorter. Almost. Almost there. water on that tip, because this is where it's starting to dry out on me. Get on up. Last little part. Almost done. All right. Work for today. The word for the day is basic details. Just trying to get the basic details in there. And I showed you guys the bag. You guys were able to see the bits and pieces and all the details. And the word for the day is job. J-O-B. You gonna get you a job. Um, so once again, it's your boy Rome at Outside of Leatherworks. Um, Outside of Leatherwork, me, the owner operator. I just want to show y'all a little bit. I'm back. Uh, I'm back on the video game. So you guys will be tomorrow. Expect to see see yourself. It's like video game Inception. Uh, you guys will see gaming tomorrow, and then I think regularly on Saturday. Maybe a little bit on Sunday, which tomorrow's Sunday. Video gaming's on Monday. Excuse me. Making confusing myself here to hear myself too loud. That's what's happening. So, gaming on Monday. Look for Outside of Leatherworks in the shop on the weekend. And I'm looking forward to maybe on Tuesday talking to some family members and talking to some people out here and doing a little podcast with everybody. And we'll talk about issues. We'll talk about subjects. I got a whole list of subjects that I laid out. And I'm calling that Outside Talk. But you can catch me on Instagram at Rome the Artist. You can also catch that's a great way to catch me on Google is Rome the Artist. Here's my Facebook, which most of you guys will be looking at me on. I got to get my Twitch on here as well. I don't have it yet. It's actually on. I'm actually also live on outside of Leatherwork on YouTube. Hey man, thank you guys for stopping through. See if we can get this thing to do what I need to do. Mm. 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 All right, bye y'all.